I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab.
Claiming that nobody expected Diddy's arrest is an absolute lie. Despite his extensive history of violence that dates back to the 1990s, Sean "Diddy" Combs has made an effort to reinvent himself as Brother Love in recent years. Yet currently, he is owning up to his actions as well as disclosing all of the illicit activities he did that are still under investigation. And yes, he is also wholeheartedly apologizing, not really.
Generally, my feelings was, he's full of I found it odd that he never mentioned her name. So, was he talking to Cassidy? Could he been talking to someone else?
Take a look. Diddy, sometimes known as Sean Combs, has never been without controversy. Yet, he has largely been able to keep up his endearing life-of-the-party attitude in public despite his numerous scandals. Right now, the latest spate of lawsuits alleging assault against him has prompted the Department of Homeland Security to raid his residences and launch a federal inquiry into ST.
I didn't see an apology. You know, he may have used the word, "I apologize." For what? He never admitted that he say, the video, it was phony and bologna on a pickle sandwich, man. There wasn't nothing sincere about that, bro. I heard that the behavior...
Scooping each one out, there is currently a rumor that Sean "Diddy" Combs is finally addressing the conflict from the 1990s. As evidence in the M case of legendary rapper Tupac Shakur, explosive audio recordings have actually been presented in court, linking hip-hop mogul P. Diddy to the assassination. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a West Coast mobster and potential suspect of Tupac, is heard bragging on the tape about Diddy supposedly planning the hit on the legendary rapper. In the terrifying 2-hour and 25-minute covert police interview with the LAPD in 2008, Keefe D. stated that Diddy had made him an offer of $1 million in exchange for Tupac's M. As Las Vegas prosecutors present their case against Keefe D., the audio recording, which is currently a crucial piece of evidence in the M trial, has surfaced. Keefe D., 60, is heard joking and laughing with cops on the unsettling tape over Diddy's supposed role in Tupac's September 1996 M in Las Vegas. The mob boss asserts that in the mid-1990s, he ordered Diddy to have Tupac shot to death, albeit he has no concrete proof for this claim. Keefe claims that during the East-West Coast rap wars, Diddy actively targeted rival record label owners Suge Knight and Tupac in an attempt to crush the competition. The former Compton Crip is adamant that Diddy, who has continuously denied any role in Tupac's shooting, presented the $1 million prize. The audio tape was submitted by the prosecution to emphasize Keefe D's admissions of playing a significant role in the M. It is important to remember, meanwhile, that there are numerous unsupported accusations against Diddy in various areas of the recording. Keefe D brags in the tape about getting close to Diddy through gangster and mutual acquaintance Eric "Zip" Martin. He describes how Puffy supposedly declared his intention to destroy both Tupac and Knight, as well as how he talked about how much he hated Knight, claiming that the assassination order was made in private and that Diddy discussed both of them in many discussions, the gang kingpin. On September 7th, 1996, Tupac was shot in the evening while he and Knight were traveling to a club. Diddy is said to have had a connection to the M, but this has not been confirmed despite Keefe D's accusations of involvement. There are doubts regarding the veracity of the gangster's accusations because he claims he was never paid for the shooting. The recording that was submitted gives a terrifying peek into Keefe D's callous attitude as he talks about planning the rap icon's death. However, prior to this, Combs, then 22 years old, assisted in promoting a celebrity charity basketball game at City College featuring the rapper Heavy D. A swarming crowd for the oversold game caused a stampede that left 9 people dead and more than 26 injured. Combs was a fledgling producer in the New York music industry at the time. Almost a dozen wrongful death and personal injury cases were opened as a result of a state judge's ruling finding the college, Combs, and Heavy D equally accountable for the disaster. Even though no criminal charges charges were brought. The final case against Combs was resolved in 2000 for a sum of money that was not disclosed. Now, we are not sure if Combs has consented to this, but since there is a ton of evidence against him, fans are hoping he will. Cedric Bobby Lemon, a limousine driver, claimed that he was assaulted by bodyguards Combs employed to watch after singer Mary J. Blige. In a lawsuit, Lemon claimed that as the security personnel were trying to evacuate the area after a concert, they hit and kicked him. Lemon also accused Combs of not providing enough training for his security personnel. Combs did not show up in court, and Lemon won the suit by default. His spokesman claimed he was not aware of it. In 2004, Combs's order to pay $450,000 to Lemon was overturned by an appellate court. However, following an alleged argument over a scenario from a music video in which Combs was nailed to a cross, Combs was detained on felony charges in New York and charged with assaulting rival record executive Steve Stout. According to reports, Combs later expressed regret and that Stout requested the Manhattan District Attorney to drop the charges. Beyond that, legal action was averted, but Combs allegedly consented to give Stout $500,000. Meanwhile, after Combs refused to sell him a video interview in which he was questioned about his role in the 1997 unsolved of bad boy artist Christopher Wallace, better known by his stage names Biggie Smalls and the Notorious Big, Roger Mills, a Detroit-based cable TV host, accused Combs and his entourage of attacking him in another alleged altercation. Mills sued Combs in 2001, claiming assault, false imprisonment, and property destruction. The case went to trial, and a jury found in favor of Combs in 2004 on all counts. A spokesman for Combs refuted the allegations and charged Mills with a blatant attempt to exploit Mr. Combs's fame for media attention. And if all that wasn't enough of a rap sheet against Combs, after a shooting at a nightclub in New York, Combs was finally arrested at the end of 1999, sparking a scandal and accusing him of criminal possession of a weapon. Witnesses claimed to have seen Combs, then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and rapper Shine, real name Moses Barrow, fire a gun into the crowd while they were at the club. Prosecutors claimed that witnesses saw Combs brandishing a weapon as well. Police stopped Combs and Lopez shortly after the altercation and reported finding a gun inside the vehicle. After being detained, Shine was found guilty in 2001 of 2 counts of assault, reckless endangerment, and weapons possession. He was then sent back to his home country of Belize, while Combs was cleared of all allegations related to guns and Naturally, everyone is aware of the well-known Kim Porter situation in which Diddy has long been involved. Here's a little backdrop of it all. Diddy hasn't appeared in court yet. It all depends on when the FBI and other law enforcement agencies will develop a case against him. You see, Combs was sued for increased child support for his then 3-year-old son by his intermittent girlfriend, model Kim Porter. In the end, Manhattan Family Court struck a settlement. Co-parenting 4 children, Porter passed away in 2019 from pneumonia. So, even while it seems simple, it's not. Porter's Los Angeles home was the subject of a 911 call around midday, according to TMZ at the time, which cited law enforcement sources. The caller described Porter as a patient in cardiac arrest. Porter went into cardiac arrest while battling flu-like symptoms, according to the AP, and was later discovered dead at her Los Angeles home. It was still unknown at the moment how she passed away. Porter was laid to rest in her hometown of Columbus, Georgia, and Combs spoke at her burial just over a week after she passed away. The event culminated in fireworks and was attended by a number of celebrities, including Usher, Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, and producer Russell Simmons. The Cascade Hill Church hosted the funeral. Roger Bonds, a former bodyguard for Sean Diddy Combs who worked for the music mogul entrepreneur for almost 10 years, from 2003 to 2012, claimed in a recent interview with Piers Morgan that Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura was among the people the co-founder of Bad Boy Records used as leverage. However, Bonds believes Combs suffers from God syndrome. Additionally, he asserted on Monday that Ventura, who sued the rapper in November on grounds of wasn't the only woman who Combs was accused of physically. According to Bonds, the late model and actor Kim Porter was also the target of the hip-hop star's violent attacks. According to the former bodyguard, he saw Combs smack and grab Porter. During his stay there, Bonds claimed Morgan he witnessed Combs using violence against women 4 or 5 times. Bonds, who Ventura identified in her case, detailed several purported incidents of Combs abusing the women in his immediate social circles, including one involving Porter outside the Beverly Hills Hotel. He claimed the ex-partners were fighting in a car, but he could not say when the alleged incident occurred. Kim adjusted her hair and said to him, "I want to see you explain to the media that scratch I'm going to put across your face if you put your hands on me again," according to Roger. Kim left the car as if nothing had occurred. That was Kim's attitude, he continued. She came to understand that more than anything, what Combs had to explain meant to him. According to him, once Kim realized the power she had a "nah, no more" attitude. Bonds also expressed, "When you have a problem with every woman that you're dealing with, then I think that problem is inside of you." Bonds stated that he believes additional information regarding the actions of his former employer would surface, even though he did not go into great depth regarding the other growing accusations against Combs, which include St. In closing remarks on Piers Morgan Uncensored, Bonds believed that Diddy doesn't belong in jail. Instead, he belongs in a mental health institution. Not to forget, in 2015, Combs' personal chef Cindy Rueda filed a lawsuit alleging she endured SH and was underpaid for her lengthy hours of work. Rueda complained that Combs asked her if she was attracted to his nude body and instructed her to prepare a post-coital meal. Rueda settled with Combs in 2019. The terms were not made public. Rueda was fired in 2016, and a Combs spokesman called her a disgruntled ex-employee. However, if Combs finds himself in front of judges and a court of law, he may need to bring up this subject once more. Not to forget, Raven Wales Walden, a former Combs nanny, filed a lawsuit against the company, claiming that she was wrongfully fired after disclosing her pregnancy in 2020. Wales Walden added that she was Porter's niece. Combs refuted the claims that she is Porter's niece and that she faced discrimination in a statement that was sent to Los Angeles County Superior Court this year. The ongoing lawsuit was referred to as a meritless shakedown to extort money from Mr. Combs by a representative for Combs. Fast forward to 2023 in November, Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, filed a lawsuit against Combs, claiming and SA. And it looks like Diddy has got a lot of explaining to do. According to Ventura's lawsuit, which was initially publicized by the New York Times, she was by Combs for years, beginning shortly after she first met him in 2005, when she was just 19 years old. She said that he say a her in 2018 after beating her repeatedly and once even kicking her in the face. She added that he forced her to have S with in other cities while he recorded and thus her. She claimed in the lawsuit that even though she made an effort to remove the images and videos, Combs was still able to access them and even forced her to watch a video that she had thought she had removed. According to Ventura's lawsuit, Combs and his allies to harm her music career if she came out against him, using their riches and influence to coerce her into silence and obedience. In one particularly startling revelation, Ventura said that Combs had to blow up Kid Cudi's automobile because the two were dating. Eventually, the car burst. A Kid Cudi representative confirmed to media outlets that the account of the automobile exploding was real. Combs got very drunk and punched Ms. Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, according to a different complaint that described the incident as happening around March 2016. Ventura was accused of by Combs through his attorney Ben Brafman. Ventura's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, claimed that Combs had actually offered Ventura money for her silence, which she had declined. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million, under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, Brafman said in the statement. Ventura was also accused of lying in her lawsuit to seek a payday. Ventura's lawsuit was resolved in a single day for an unknown sum. "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control," the singer declared. However, Ventura's choice to come forward in public opened the door, and further assault and allegations started to surface. Soon after, Combs was sued by 3 more women. Joy Dickerson Neal claims in the second suit that he and assaulted her in 1991. In the third, Liza Gardner claims that he choked her until she passed out in 1990 after forcing her into a encounter. Combs refuted these claims as well, according to Combs' attorney Jonathan Davis, who made the following statement to the Times. "Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for accusers who attempt to smear him." In the fourth lawsuit, Jane Doe claims to have met then-bad boy President Harve Pierre and another Combs associate in Detroit while she was a junior in high school. According to the lawsuit, they coerced her into taking their plane to New York, where they and the rapper gave her and booze before her. In response to that lawsuit, Pierre denied the allegations, telling TMZ that, "I have never participated in, witnessed, or heard of anything like this ever." Combs also issued a statement rejecting any reports of violence, calling them sickening allegations made by individuals looking for a quick payday. Due to 2 New York regulations, one of which made it possible for E. Jean Carroll to proceed, the women came forward last year. After Jean Carroll successfully sued Donald Trump for defamation and there is now a restricted window of time within which victims can bring civil claims of abuse, even after the statute of limitations has expired. Essentially, the rush of complaints can be explained by the fact that one of those windows closed in late November. And while the majority of the lawsuits detail actions the plaintiffs claim occurred years ago, Rodney Jones Jr., also known as Lil Rod, filed a complaint in February, alleging that Combs tried to him and subjected him to unwanted touching during their collaboration on the Love album, Off the Grid in 2022 and 2023. At a party in 2023, Jones claims he was made to drink tequila mixed with and woke up with a ass worker sleeping next to him. Combs allegedly to use violence and offered money to coerce Jones into soliciting and engaging in acts with workers. Combs has refuted the claims made by Jones. "We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies," Combs' attorney Sean Hawley stated in a statement, branding Jones as nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. And now that there are so many controversies, Combs' both private and professional lives are suffering immensely. New York City Mayor Eric Adams decided to take into consideration taking away Combs' city key on Monday in response to the unsettling CNN clip. In the wake of the hotel video, the stationary bike startup Peloton reportedly also removed Combs' music from its workout courses. The mother of Diddy's firstborn child, Justin Combs, Misa Hilton, spoke out about the assault footage on Tuesday morning. The designer captioned Instagram pictures of Combs' 4 girls and 3 sons with, "I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels, and it has triggered my own trauma through my empathy," Hilton expressed. Not to mention, Hilton believes that Combs needs help and that she hopes he completes the personal work necessary to move past his troubles, but she did not elaborate on her own experience. At the moment, businesses and powerful figures in the media and business have decided to keep their distance from the rapper due to the increasing quantity of allegations and their disturbing content. The company that Combs collaborated with on vodka and tequila, Diageo, took his picture down from its website. Combs assisted with the expansion of the Capital Preparatory School's charter school network in New York, which announced on its website that it was severing its relationship with Combs. Combs also resigned from his role as chair of Revolt, the television network he co-founded in 2013, and has currently issued a bland apology. That's all for today's video. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon.